Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz. This is Search Buzz Video Recap. Today is actually May 28th, but I'm publishing this video on May 29th. I'm not going to be around on May 29th for the Jewish holiday, but I know I already scheduled posts, so I know what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to incorporate those posts in this video. So thanks for listening to the May 29th edition of the Search Buzz Video Recap, and stay tuned for the news that we covered the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. The big non-news this week is that on May 28th, which is today, Thursday, Google released a PageRank update. It actually happened on May 27th around 5 p.m. Eastern Time last night. A lot of people started writing about it in the search forums. They noticed the Google toolbar has been updating with a new PageRank score. Obviously, like I said time and time again, PageRank in the toolbar is very outdated. It does not impact your rankings currently. There is PageRank, and that PageRank does influence your rankings in some level, but what you see in the toolbar is usually a few months at least out of date, and it's not real-time data. So I wouldn't worry about it if your PageRank dropped from 5 to 4 or a 7 to 6. I would not panic about that. Obviously, if you have a penalty, that's something else to worry about. But again, Google has released a PageRank update. People started noticing it May 27th around in the afternoon, late afternoon time. The last PageRank update before that was in early April, around April Fool's Day or so. We have a post about that as well. If you want to learn more and read more of the discussion around this PageRank update, we have a post about it on May 28th at seroundtable.com. So take a look and you'll be able to participate. Something interesting we found in Google, Webmaster World thread noticed that Google has changed the way they actually do click tracking. So in the past, Google sometimes applied a tracking URL to the actual search results. So when you clicked on a search result, you noticed that it went through www.google.com/tracking URL and ultimately sent you directly to the website through this tracking URL. Now it seems like Google is hiding that tracking URL through some type of JavaScript on mouse event click. So we posted about this on May 25th. It shows the code. There's other additional comments about this on May 25th at seroundtable.com. The question is, why is Google making this change? Why don't they just continually use the referral URL as opposed to going to this on-event mouse click on using JavaScript? Maybe it has to do with Google's new Ajax search results coming through. Maybe not. That's the big question. On the SEO level, we're not exactly sure why this is happening. But it's something definitely to look at and to be aware of. Again, we have a post about it on May 25th at seroundtable.com. A fun topic that we covered on May 27th was some webmaster who's been around for a long time noticed that over the course of almost a year, he's been noticing that he has higher referrals from Google on Tuesdays as opposed to, and the lowest referrals from Google on Saturdays. And this is consistent throughout week to week, tracking over the course of several months. He knows that there was a higher number of referrals always on a Tuesday, and the lowest number of referrals always on a Saturday. And he wondered, does Google have some type of day of the week type of filter or algorithm or something that gives a website a boost on a certain day of the week? The products that he's selling are not weekly based. It's not something that you get on a Tuesday or every Tuesday. It just seems that there's a major difference in traffic between Tuesdays and Saturdays. So then he started looking over the course of the past few months at how much Google's indexing his website using the site command. Obviously, the site command is not accurate, it's just an estimate, but he did notice that Google has a higher index count on Tuesdays of his website as opposed to on Saturdays. And this he noticed time and time again. A day before he posted it, he actually updated the post and said, hey, this is actually not happening anymore as of last week. The trend, which has been a trend for the past several months for him, actually changed, and for the first time on that day, traffic was going downwards trend until Friday when it went up on Saturday. So it was pretty interesting to see him write that. I'm not sure if there's any coincidence or some type of thing other people noticed. If you want to participate in that, we have information about it on May 27th. A couple weeks ago, we reported about how Google has added these Google rich snippets using these new meta tags and metadata, RDF and what are they called? RDF and some other type of coding. You can use it. It basically allows you to mark up the search results in Google with richer snippets. So you could add reviews, you could add V card information like contact information, stuff like that. So we ran a poll asking our readers if they will be using this, and we posted the poll results on May 25th. An overwhelming 53% said that yes, they will be using this rich snippet data to mark up their pages and hopefully take advantage of the richer snippets in Google. 29% said they might, so I would say yes, they maybe over time will do that. But only 14% said no, they won't use this going forward. The next day we wrote about how rich snippets are only showing up in Google.com. They're not showing up in Google.co.il, not showing up in Google.co.uk, it's not showing up in Google France, not showing up in any other Google property outside of the Google US web search property. I'm not sure if this is going to change anytime soon, but right now it's only showing up on Google US. We have links to prove that on May 26th, as well as John Moo over at Google who confirmed that to be the case. Another poll we ran a few weeks ago was that we asked SEOs, do you think you could beat the #1 listing in Google, which is typically Wikipedia? So if there's a Wikipedia ranked #1 in Google for a certain keyword phrase, do you, as an SEO, think you could beat them? So we broke down the results, and 80% said they feel that they'd actually beat the Wikipedia result if it's #1. So let me give you the actual responses. 74% of our readers said, and this is 117 respondents said, 74% or 117 people said, yes, they could beat the #1 listing in Google, but it will take some work. 14% said, no, there's no way I could beat the Wikipedia #1 listing. It's just way too hard. Only 7% said, yes, I could beat the Wikipedia result easily with little effort. And 3% no, it's not possible at all, meaning no SEO in the world could do it, whereas 14% said no, it's too hard because it's just too hard to do. 3% said it's actually impossible to do. So again, 74% said yes, it's hard to do, but we could do it. 7% said yes. 7% said yes, we could do it easily. 14% said it's no, it's too hard, and 3% said it's pretty much impossible. We have a post about this scheduled to go live on May 29th. If you want to take a look at their actual results, and would be interested to see your comments on that. Another poll we ran, which was today on May 28th, was asking, AdWords came out with a new US policy on trademarks in the US for the AdWords customers. So now certain advertisers are allowed to put the trademark keywords or trademark name in the actual ad copy. This is a policy that they weren't allowed to do in the past. Now they're allowed to do this, or going forward, they're going to be allowed to do this. So we asked advertisers and our readers, do they think this is good? We asked, do you like Google's new AdWords trademark policy? And 64% said yes, they like it. It's obviously the majority of our readers said they actually like it. 34% said no, they don't like it. So the majority of SEMs prefer the new US AdWords trademark policy. Obviously, this is a pretty bold change that Google's making, and I guess we'll see how this takes into account in the future. It's nice to see most SEMs enjoying this new policy. The final poll we released this week is going to be published tomorrow, May 29th, where we said 76% of search marketers don't fully trust the Google keyword tool. So we asked the question earlier this week saying, do you actually trust Google's keyword suggestion tool? They have a great keyword suggestion tool. You plug in the keywords, it gives you a lot of information, including estimate numbers in terms of search volume. And the majority of SEMs say they actually don't believe it. They don't trust these results. They don't trust the actual results. Let me break down the actual details of that poll. 62%, and now let me tell you, we had about 250 responses. So 62% of those 250 people who responded said they do not trust the keyword tool fully. They trust it on some level, but not fully. Whereas 14% said no, they don't trust this keyword tool at all. 23% said they trust it, they trust the keyword tool, and we had about 2% who said other answers, and most of them were saying they take it for what it's worth. Again, 62% said they don't trust it fully, 14% said they don't trust it at all, and 23% said they do trust it. So based on my math, it says 76% of SEMs don't trust the keyword tool fully. On May 27th, we linked to a great report by David over at, I think this was over at davidmilne.com. Basically, he posted his local search ranking factors, where he got a total of 27 local SEO experts, SEOs who's focused on local SEO, to rank a total of 49 local SEO factors. And the report is published. You definitely want to take a look at this if you're an SEO or if you're into a local business or anything. We have a link to all this stuff on May 27th at SEMroundtable.com. Again, it's the local search ranking factors report, and it's pretty important that you take a look at it. Some lighter news. It was Memorial Day this past Monday. Actually, my anniversary is on Memorial Day. I got married Memorial Day weekend, but it's not on that exact actual day anyway. And for that day, Google has finally, they've never done this before, they finally made some type of claim on their webpage to commemorate the day of Memorial Day. They put a little yellow ribbon under the Google search box. They didn't change their logo, they put a little yellow ribbon to commemorate the day under their search box. Yahoo had a very nice animated logo, so did AOL. Dogpile had a nice, also animated logo. Live.com changed their homepage to show soldiers. Ask.com had a flag of America and a nice green field with flowers. And we had a Search and Roundtable had flowers with American ribbon, flag, and stuff like that. So the major news was that Google finally did something for the day, and I'm sure a lot of people appreciate that. Alright, so thanks for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. This is the May 29th edition. To learn more about the topics we talked about today, just check out SEMroundtable.com, the Search and Roundtable. And thanks for all the comments about my new baby. She's doing just great. Again, I'm off today on May 29th and Saturday, so Friday and Saturday I'm off. And everyone, I hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Everyone, thanks for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Again, my name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the May 29th edition.